Domination.
Yo, what is up YouTube? Schmick here, bringing you another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary on the map Express using the MA1 with the target finder and stop. This is a domination comeback that me and my friend Max managed to pull off, so quick shout out to him. So in Call of Duty, you probably join a game in session 90% of the time you're playing solo, or even with a friend or two, which is really annoying. No one likes it, especially when the other team has streaks, you're losing by 100, you just leave right away. Luckily, in this game, the other team didn't have the big kill streaks, like the Swarm, Dogs, or VSAT or anything like that. So, I decided to stay and try to make something happen, because if I leave now, I'll get a loss anyway. So, I decided to stay and try to make something happen. Try to get the Swarm, and maybe we can pull this comeback. So I'm all about the win. So I'm running the UAV, VSAT, and Swarm. The main goal of this score streak setup is to get the Swarm, obviously, get the UAV, which gets the VSAT, which gets the Swarm. Pretty simple, right? And so I'm camping in this red hallway to get the streaks, which is, gameplay's kind of boring. But this red hallway, it's a great way to defend C and B. Doesn't take that long to, reach the flags. But I wanted to talk about some solutions, to joining games late. And ever since Call of Duty 4, they haven't done anything to this problem. I remember David Vonderhaar talking about before Black Ops 2 that he was going to try to do something about it. I think I remember T. Martin talking about how, they'll brag us with double XP or something if we stay in the game, even though we join late. But nothing like that ever happened, which is pretty disappointing, because no one likes to join a game late when they're getting raped by the other team. It's just really frustrating, and that's why, a lot of people don't like Call of Duty nowadays. It just frustrates them when they're getting pwned by streaks, and it's just really frustrating for everyone. And usually nowadays, a lot of people are playing in full parties, just to get high scoring gameplays. And the people that play solo, they just get really mad. Maybe they don't have a pub stomping party, which I don't blame them. I like playing with people that actually know me in real life. I don't really play with anyone that I don't know. But I like the people I play with just because I know them, and I have more fun with them. 'Cause I just like having personal conversations with them. But back to the point. My main solution would be don't count it towards stats. I know that'll make the stats higher for most people, but it shouldn't count towards your stats, because say if you're not in the game half the time, so why should it be your fault that you get a loss? Maybe it shouldn't count as a loss, maybe it should still count towards your KD, but you shouldn't get a loss for something that you were in the game more than like half of the time, if that kind of makes sense. You shouldn't get a loss just because your team is bad and they couldn't get a lead when you weren't in there. So it makes no sense. I say you should just Treyarch and or Infinity Ward should just don't count it as a win or a loss, because it's not you're not the reason why that you caused the loss or the win, so it just shouldn't count towards your stats basically. But that's the end of the gameplay. I'm not sure what my score was, but we pulled off the comeback, maybe because of my Swarm, who knows. But it's David here. Peace out, guys.